February's TBR Takedown kind of went off the rails a little bit. But in actuality, did it really? Let's get started. Hello everyone, and happy Friday. I will be posting 2 videos this week. So one on Friday and one on Saturday. February TBR Takedown. It started out great, but then kind of went downhill. I did read 13 books. However, 2 of them were DNFs, and the rest were pretty much from my Kindle. I got 1 actual book, but do you guys count books on your Kindle as your TBR? I haven't been, because in actuality I'd have over 700 books on my TBR then, but in order to save money, I buy books on my Kindle or borrow them from the library. I'm a babe on a budget, so I want to save money. So I actually sign up to BookBub. I'll leave the link in the description, and I get an email every day about different books, whether they're on sale or free. And so I've got like Heavenly Bodies, I've got Inheritance Games, and I've bought some on Kindle. Do you guys count those as your TBR, or is it just physical books? I'm interested to know, because I would like to buy the book. I plan to buy the book, but again, the budget does not allow to buy the book. So I do borrow them from the library or get them on my Kindle, because they're usually much cheaper if you wait for the sale on BookBub. But anyhow, let's get started with the first book I read was called The Billionaire Doctor's Fake Fiancé. I hope you can see that. It's by Lila Hart. And yeah, it was like 2 stars. Yeah, it was 2 stars. It started out as a 4. I was really enjoying it, but then I started noticing that there was a serious lack of editing. Talked about it in my romance books for a week. It just, yeah, the editing was terrible. So it ended up being a 2 star. And then I moved on to the redo list. And if I'm not mistaken, this is a fairly new release by Denise Williams, and I have never read anything from her before. It was really good. I rated it 4 stars, 3.75 I said, and I listened to it through Kindle, through the library, I believe, Audible, through Audible. I said I'm definitely a book girl, so it probably would have been a 4 star if it wouldn't have been on Audible. So I'm getting used to listening to books on Audible because I am able to do stuff then, but I still like having the actual book. And then we moved on to The Spanish Love Deception. I know this is a loved book. I couldn't get into it. I'm probably going to pass it on. I made it about 40 pages, and I hated the MC. Like, hated him. He was such a jerk. Like, I don't know, does he get better? Like, should I try it again? Because I usually try and, like, at least read, like, half. But I couldn't. So I DNF'd it, maybe soft DNF'd it, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of him. Does he get better throughout? And then we moved on to Better Than the Movies. And I rated that a 3-star. Yeah, a 3-star. It was good. There was nothing wrong with it. It was a little immature, I guess, for my liking. I couldn't bond with the characters because they were in high school and that, but it was good. 3 stars. And then we moved on to, oh yes. Okay, so I read a series, and I started with Stone Cold Bad by Tess Oliver and Anna Hart. And this is a 3-book series that is about 3 brothers. And they grew up troubled. Yeah, they grew up very troubled. In Stone Cold Bad, we have Jade and Colt. Jade is running from trouble, and she ends up with Colt, and they are fishermen, but they don't really use their boat for fishing. The brothers had a brutal childhood, and so it was good. I rated it 3 stars. There was nothing wrong with it. And then I moved on to Verity. Now, by Colleen Hoover. I'd heard good things about it. I rated it a 4 stars. I said I pretty much guessed the plot from the beginning, but the plot twist was crazy. Yeah, I had pretty much guessed the plot, but I enjoyed it. It was my first Colleen Hoover book, and so I definitely will read more of hers, although I have heard that Verity is different from her other books, but I enjoyed it, and I look forward to reading more of her work. And then after that, I moved on to Heart of Stone, which is the second in the Stone Cold series. And this one was rated a 3. Oh, I said 3.5. I said it was a good quick read like the first one. And this one is about it is about their friend Amy. They call her Street. She grew up with a crazy childhood too, and she's been friends with them forever. And Street and Hunter's the oldest brother, and he's the one that had to deal with the dad mistreating them and stuff. And so he's very hard, very turned off, and so he keeps his distance from Amy, but it's a good story. I would recommend it. Yes, and then I moved on to Deep End. And to be honest, I didn't rate it because I didn't finish it. I kept trying. I made it about halfway through, and I just couldn't connect with the characters. I didn't find it interesting. I've heard mixed reviews about it, but I just ended up DNFing it because I just didn't like it. And unfortunately, that was my first Ali Hazelwood book too. I am not doing well with the first books for some of these popular authors, but I do have The Love Hypothesis for her that I look forward to reading. And then after Deep End, I finished up the Stone Cold with Stone Deep, again by Tess Oliver and Anna Hart. And this is about the last brother, and his name is Slade. and he meets Brighton, who is looking for answers about her sister's death. And I rated this one 4 stars, I believe. It was my favorite out of the 3. It was really good. And then last but definitely not least, because I ended on a 5 star, I did Play Along by Liz Tomforty, and this is about Kennedy and Isaiah. And yeah, it was so good. It was so good. Isaiah plays for Chicago. He is baseball. What was The Right Move? Was about Kai. Isaiah is Kai's brother. And Kennedy is the athletic trainer for the Chicago baseball team. And I enjoyed it. This whole series has been a 5 star for me. I look forward to moving on to Rewind It Back. And then I learned that there's another one, a spin-off kind of, that will be out March 3rd, so I definitely will be buying that. So that is my February wrap up for this month. On Saturday I will be posting my March TBR, and so if you like my videos, like and subscribe, thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.